Welcome back to part 2. We are now on our way to Anomalous Materials, chapter 2 of the game. We just exited the train and are now on the station platform and are following Barney to... No, actually he isn't Barney Calhoun, because Barney Calhoun is standing on the security door on the train ride. So, yes, we will now enjoy this incredible atmosphere they have created with the new game. And now we will pass the first airlock to the lobby. And this was actually an Easter egg, because Gordon Freeman originally wore a ponytail. And if you can remember Blue Shift, you see Gordon Freeman has short hair when he's riding in the train next to you.
I had a bunch of messages for you, but we
and
had a system crash about, I don't know.
Yes, you can see the lobby has changed.
My files.
The lobby has been remade entirely.
They were also having
It's
some
in basic it's the same as before as in the original game. You can still play around with this computer over here, and here
I'm expecting
this professor will still mock you around and say that you have to leave it.
Gordon, don't touch that.
Actually, you can't block,
Go use another
because he will push you away like this. This counter has been added. It wasn't there before. You can still mess around with this alarm button over there.
Hey,
it's happening!
cut it out!
What the hell is going on up there?
Horoscope was
Another
correct.
funny thing is that these blue screens simulating a system crash are actually saying Half-Life 2 Axe has crashed.
What the hell is going on up there?
We had a little accident up here, sorry.
Yeah, well, that better be the last accident you have today. Understood?
Copy. Damn, Gordon.
Yes, this radio chatter wasn't there before. That's one of the new things they have added. Like I said, they added many gimmicks and Easter eggs to the game itself. Not that the first game had many Easter eggs by itself, but
Good morning, Dr. Freeman.
yes, good morning. And the Black Mesa version, Black Mesa itself, has many more Easter eggs than the original game.
Would you look at that?
Good morning,
Freeman
Gordon.
actually did show up for work this morning. Looks like somebody here owes me lunch.
The sample was just sent down to the test chamber.
Shut up.
Normally this room was a bit more populated, but I think, well, as they remade everything, they even remade the rooms, so some rooms in the game might look different as you remember them from Half-Life 1. But they didn't ruin the environment or the gameplay with it. Sometimes they even had to recreate the rooms to fit to the newer engine, because the source engine had some other features than the original game, like grabbing things and the HEV boost, or the boost feature of the HEV suit. Yes, this glass office wasn't there before.
How much recognition are you going to get for reproduction, though?
You should focus on inventing something new and unique.
Let's grab... Oh wait, we will have to mess around with the casserole
Morning,
before.
champ.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you too.
Very
Why do you
friendly.
insist on picking over everything in my lab?
Come on.
Good heavens!
What the hell? You think you can fix the vending machine too, college boy?
Maybe.
You will never hear the end of this.
Yeah, you'd best make like an atom and split. Cause that was
As far as I can
Enoch's
remember,
lunch.
originally Dr. Magnuson in episode 2 was referring to his casserole he blew up in the microwave oven, but I can't see him anywhere here. And in the original game,
This does not
there
bode
were
well for the rest of
no
us.
security officer in this kitchen, and here was sitting an Afro-American scientist, so I don't even know how Magnuson was even able to know that this is his casserole. Well, let's forget that. We're moving on. Normally this corridor was also a bit
Why do we all
smaller.
have to wear these ridiculous ties? Rat. No toilet paper.
As far as I can remember, there was an achievement you can reach. Yes,
Hello?
the Black Mesa version is featuring
Hello?
some
Could
achievements,
somebody get me some
like
toilet
many other
paper?
Steam games, and this is one of them. If you reach
Oh,
him
thank
the
heavens.
toilet paper,
I'm in dire need of some toilet paper.
you will normally achieve an achievement, which I already had. You will see it if you unlock it yourself. So, now we enter our suit.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system.
When I played this game in the first moment, this lock-in screen for the HEV suit wasn't there. But when I played the 2015 version, it's suddenly appeared, and you can literally see the suit booting up. It's a very, very nice feature to see this, and it creates a bit more of atmosphere, since you really feel connected to the game when you enter your HEV suit, and it's really booting up and telling you everything it does, like systems going online there on the left side. Your health was filling up in when you were entering the suit, and our movement speed is way much increased now, and I think now yes, the binoculars are working when you press the Z key, or Y, depends on your keyboard layout. In general, you will notice that they remade most of the levels and corridors and rooms, as I said before. Can't say it enough or often enough, because since even though I'm playing this for the second or third time now, it's baffling me. It's astonishing how they created such a huge atmosphere. It even plays very atmospheric. The music fits very, very precisely to every event which is happening in the game, the thing that you do, or which is happening.
Ah, Gordon, there you are.
Nice of you to
Well,
finally join us, Doctor.
I think this is one of the
We've just sent the
most
sample down to the test chamber.
boring
Boosted
parts
the
of the entire
anti-mass
game, waiting for the guys to talk about some shit about the experiment.
But we needed the extra.
The administrator is
But,
very concerned that we get
well,
a
we will-
conclusive analysis of today's
We will
sample.
use the time
I
of
gather you
the
went to
talking
some lengths to
to
get it.
check the room a bit
They're
more out.
waiting for you,
You can
Gordon.
see they
In the test chamber.
made a bigger
Right.
they put a
Come
bigger
on then.
window in here
I'll
to see
walk
the
you
test
down.
chamber, which looks a bit, not a bit, it looks way more expanded to
Eli has
the
been busy making last-minute
to Half-Life
preparations for
1.
the new experiment.
much more decoration and featuring. So they open the door now.
Greetings, Eli.
Morning, Izzy.
I
And
trust
this is
morning finds
actually
you
very
well.
nice, because this dialogue
Morning.
wasn't in the first
morning.
in Half-Life
I'm glad
1,
you're here.
when Dr. Kleiner is
These
speaking
last-minute
to
changes.
Eli Vance,
They're a bit strange.
who has
just-
both of his legs
Oh,
now,
it's
before
about to
the
go critical.
incident. And he's a bit more younger, as you can see.
What in the blazes is going on with our equipment?
It was never meant to do this in the first place.
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves, Eli. Run along with
Right
it.
now I'm
We'll be
wondering
but
if
a
they
moment.
actually reached out to the original voice actor of Dr. Kleiner, because the voice is very similar to the one we had in Half-Life 2. Yes, we will move on. Maybe take some BIOS with us. Motherboard.
This could take a bit longer than I anticipated.
I love it how they stick to the story after you know
Right, that
what's
close.
happening in Half-Life 2 and which characters you meet in Half-Life 2.
Oh, there you are. Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Open door, thanks.
Ah, here he is.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
Now, as long as we follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just
The
don't
best
think
thing the developers made in this game is that they
We've assured the administrator
perfectly
that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're
how
right.
can I say it?
Gordon,
They
we have complete
perfectly
confidence
arranged
in you.
the environment
Well, go
to the
ahead.
game mechanics
Let him
and
in now.
the music. Every moment you play in this game, even the action scenes are. It feels fitting. It feels very much fitting, and it's like that. It's perfect.
Testing. Testing.
It's like an orchestra playing a symphony.
Everything seems to be in
And
order.
yes, I can't say it enough,
All right, Gordon,
often
your
enough
suit should keep you
to
comfortable through all this.
that this game is
The
really a
specimens
masterpiece
will be
itself.
delivered to you in a few moments. Now, if you would be so
Come on,
good
let
as
me
to
push the
climb
button.
up and start the rotors, that way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Great. So this is basically everything we do in this moment, like in Half-Life 1. This and killing ourselves.
We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1.
Compared to to Half-Life 1, of course they use the newer engine to implement more assets to the game. Like
Stage 2 emitters activating.
if you look at these emitters, they are connected now with
Gordon,
those
we cannot predict how long the system can
those
operate
pillars
at this
to
level,
to
nor
this
how long the
machine.
reading will take. Please work as quickly as you can.
And before in Half-Life 1 they were just hovering
Capacitors to
around this
105%.
machine, and it looked a bit more unrealistic.
It's
Now
probably
everything
not
looks a
a
bit
problem,
more realistic
probably.
and atmospheric,
I'm showing a small discrepancy.
and this makes this game
Well, no.
feel so
It's well within
feeling
acceptable bounds.
so great when you
Sustaining
play it.
sequence.
They
You've
even
just been informed that the sample is
reintroduced
ready,
the bob
It
of the
should be
character
coming
when
up
you
to
walk
you
sidewalks.
Look to
This
the
was
delivery
originally
system
implemented in
for your
Half-Life
specimen.
1.0 and was removed in a later patch. Okay, now we can push this sample into the.
Shut it down.
Shutting down.
Someone get him out of
Attempting
there.
shutdown.
Shut it down.
It's not shutting down.
I mean, it's the first 15 minutes of the game and it still feels amazing. Though it's such a new game and a recreated game and a reinvention or recreation of Half-Life 1, and even though there are more, as you can here see, this is a glimpse of the Xen universe. This is how Xen world could look like in the final version, and it's a bit more different than the first game. Okay, now we will reach unforeseen consequences, and this is where we end the chapter 2. I will see you again in the next video.